Hello again, everybody, and welcome in. It is the 8A Eastern Regional Basketball Championship for the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. I'm Patrick Johnson, along with Jay Sunholder. You're tuned to the NFHS Network as we get ready for this championship game here tonight. Thanks for being with us. The winner to take on West Charlotte, who knocked off West Forsyth earlier today in Hickory. As we welcome you in, Patrick Johnson, Sonny Sunholder. Sonny, when you look at this matchup, two teams that are playing for the fourth time, there's not going to be a lot of secrets in this game.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they know each other well from the same city. They play each other so many times. They know their tendencies. There's relationships on both teams. And an opportunity for this final matchup of the year to get to the state championship. This is a big game. Great crowd here so far, but I expect both teams to come out, play their best, but it's going to come down to execution in this game with teams that have such familiarity with each other.
So we're ready to rock and roll here tonight as they introduce the lineups. Let's give them to you first. For the Hoggard Vikings, it'll be Markel Murphy getting the start tonight. Alongside him, Hunter McGrath. Keep an eye on him at over 16 points a game wearing number 4. Porter Morgan will get the call tonight along with Will Seward. He's averaging 16.4 points per game, leading the Hoggard Vikings. And Lucas Batchelor, 6'5" senior, will get the start at one of the forward spots. And for the Laney Buccaneers, Kareem Anderson gets the start, the 6-foot junior, averaging 15.5 points per game. Whit Lamb, a 6'4" junior. Montana Davis, also Colin Lamb, and Logan Schumacher, 6'3" junior, averaging 8 points and 5 rebounds a game. The Bucks, of course, in the Jordan brand. What would you expect? Would you expect anything less?
Yeah, they're not allowed to wear Adidas over there.
No, they are not. And for Hoggard, they come out in the Under Armour uniforms. So there you go. Fourth meeting of the year between the teams. Laney took 2 of the 3. And we are underway from Greenville. Montana Davis with the basketball going against the Bucks, who are in the man-to-man. This is Hunter McGrath. Seward gets it inside, and Batchelor is stripped on the way up. So it'll be a turnover. And here come the Bucks. And that's going to be coughed up by Laney.
McGrath there get his arm into the passing lane to create that steal. One of the top scorers for Hoggard out on the perimeter. This is a group that can play on the outside. They can also do damage in the paint area.
That 3 around and out on the attempted try for Seward. Scoreless game between these two, a little over a minute in. Sonny, when you've got a deal here and somebody's playing one another for the 4th time, what wrinkles possibly could you throw out there?
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, it's a thing where it's just you've got to out-execute the other team. I don't think there's many new plays, new defenses, new things that you can throw at your opponent at this point of the season when they've seen it all. You've played each other so many times.
How about stepping into a 3, Colin Lamb burying it?
I think it's more just about going back to the fundamentals, boxing out, protecting the basketball, making free throws, making good decisions, shooting the ball, those pass fakes, shot fakes, doing those type of things to give you a better chance to win this game.
Connor Lamb comes in. He's fired away from 3 100 times coming into play tonight, making 31. How about that?
Good outside shooter.
Lamb had 14 in one of the matchups earlier this year, 22 on 7 of 16 shooting in the Vikings win by 10 points earlier this season. They split the regular season. Laney got the conference tournament victory. That's a 3 left short by McGrath. And we're going to go the other way.
And the winner of this game is going to play West Charlotte, so another challenge on the horizon here. But for both these teams, trying to get through your rival is about as tough as it gets, especially here on this stage.
Schumacher clears it to Kareem Anderson. He'll get a step into the paint, and he'll lay it in for the deuce.
A quick first step from Anderson, going down the corner and getting to the hoop all the way. No help defense was there to stop him.
That's a travel and another turnover. Second of the game for Hoggard. 22-6 are the Vikings, 11-1 in the Carolina Coast Conference. They have won 11 of 13 coming in. Laney 21-9. They were 8-4 in the conference, but a late season surge has got them to this point, winners of 8 of 9 and 7 in a row. So they're playing with some confidence. That's rejected from Lamb. Will return to center by McGrath there. Nice drive. Rolls off, though, for Seward. And it's going to be collected underneath by Colin Lamb.
And Laney taking their time. Trying to set up here in their half-court offense, spreading the floor.
3.5 gone by. Good pass in the corner.
It's ball movement.
It really was, and they got their spacing down and went Lamb with the hook shot.
When you can space the floor, clear things out, and you have quick passes, it makes it so hard on a defense to continue to cover, especially when you're patient. And that's exactly what Laney was able to do on that last possession.
Whit Lamb comes up and commits a foul on the other end. We got a couple of Hoggard Vikes getting ready to check in as Murphy goes to the bench. Des Durand, wearing number 2, is checked on, and Mercer Gautier, number 12, he's a senior. Real hustle guy for the team. He comes in. Logan Schumacher to the floor. Going to be the Bucks, or off the Bucks. It's going to be Hoggard ball. Seward gets it back from Durand. Kicking it out, the 3, no good by Durand in the corner. And here's Kareem Anderson.
A good rebound from Anderson, physical from the point guard position. Goes in and gets dirty for that board, being physical.
McGrath called for the foul. Right now, Laney is getting the driving angles and lanes at will that they want.
Yeah, and they're just spacing it out so they can really pick their spots with their movement. And when they get the defense out of alignment, that's when they're really trying to drive downhill. Kareem Anderson there trying to get through his good defense out front by Durand.
Emery Brown into the game, number 10. It's going to be another foul on Hoggard. Porter Morgan's first. This is a crew from the Triangle Association. Greg Street, who is a noted collegiate baseball umpire. Joe Korostrowski and Dalen Acevedo. Offensive rebound for Brown. And now Hoggard is going to have to play defense again.
And Hoggard not used to, a nice take, but not used to at this point, not getting on the board yet, and the Bucks coming out strong.
Colin Lamb, who averages over 13 and a half with the lay-in. Take it away, Schumacher. Kareem Anderson, Schumacher, the lefty three, no. See if McGrath can get going here. Good ball movement, the three, short. Gautier, not a noted three-point shooter necessarily, but he missed the shot. Anderson couldn't convert on the other end. 9-0 Bucks. Laney, 4 of their first 8. Hoggard now 0 for 5 from the floor.
Yeah, just coming out shooting cold, and Stewart and McGrath, the 2 top scorers. They've got to get touches and get involved.
Anderson missed the 15-footer. Starting to get a little pace here, so maybe this will pick things up on both sides. But really, Hoggard has not been able to get out and get anything that I wouldn't say would be a real difficult shot to take. Nothing's just really come as an open look or in the flow of the offense. Even that was a challenge.
Yeah, and I mean, the defense for Laney has been stout. But if you're a Hoggard, you got to get at the free throw line, get something in transition, get something that you can feel you're getting into a rhythm. Right now, it's just too difficult, their half-court offense.
9-0 is the score. Seward, and that's going to be a foul. Montana Davis whistled for his first. Hoggard has inserted Aiden Locklear into the lineup. Here's the drive by McGrath, and he finally breaks the ice with just a minute 11 to go in the first.
That was a good take, and he kind of saw the defense was off balance, and he was just assertive going in, shooting as he was kind of floating to the side. It's a nice take and make.
This is their first 7 shots.
A good defense from McGrath here, almost getting the turnover.
Good ball movement by Laney. Lamb gets the ball back to his brother. Colin Lamb had a notion, but they're going to work a little offense here with 37 on the game clock. Lamb, runner. Oh, that was pretty. How about Colin Lamb? Fast start for him. 7 of the 11 for Laney.
Lamb, 13 and a half points per game. Very fluid on that drive, pulling up before the defense could collapse on him.
Gautier traveled. Inauspicious start here for Hoggard. 5 Viking turnovers. Davis back in to inbound. And out there for the final 16.9.
They're going to clear the floor here.
Matthew Boring defensively checking up with Lamb. Oh, good extra pass. Does he get it off? He did not. And no foul called. Just 2 points for the Vikings. And a slow start for them offensively. 11-2 Bucks over the Vikings on the NFHS network. Alongside Jay Sonny Sunholder, I'm Patrick Johnson. Thanks for being with us here tonight. Both these teams like to get after it defensively. Laney averaging less than 52 to the opponents on the season. Hoggard averaging less than 57 to their opposition this year. And both teams are not exactly high scoring per se, both in the low 60s. So this is another turnover. This time it's by Laney. Oh, nice wraparound pass, and the left hand puts it in. So Seward gets Hoggard on the board first here in the second.
So that's how Hoggard can create some easy shooting opportunities, is out on the run, driving to the hoop, and that's a good start coming out here in the second quarter.
Another turnover. Here come the Vikings. Good pass ahead. Seward the catch. Oh, blocked by Schumacher. The putback follow, no. McGrath. And he ties it up.
Laney playing good defense there and really converting down to stop the driving lane.
Three up, and McGrath connects. Hunter McGrath. Knocked it down, Hunter McGrath.
That's what you need, just start to create and make big shots.
And another turnover. McGrath is 49th three of the year. He's a 33% three-point shooter. This is a team for Hoggard that averages 30% from distance on the season. And a timeout for Laney. 6:27 to go. We've cut it down to a 4-point game. Fans, you're watching live coverage of the NCHSAA Regional Finals on the NFHS Network, NFHS.com/NCHSAA. It's your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of NCHSAA championship action. From live games to full game replays, highlights, it's all here. NFHS.com/NCHSAA. Finals next week in Winston-Salem. The winner of this one will have the opportunity to take on West Charlotte. They've been so good for so long. West Charlotte's been one of those teams, you see them pop up and they find themselves in the finals for time to time, but those Charlotte schools have really had a great run for a long time in the state championship run.
Yeah, and different teams kind of have their years and their moments. And West Charlotte going through the playoffs out on the West and difficult matchups, they're able to break through to get to Winston-Salem and Wake Forest. And here for Hoggard, for them, only 2 points that first quarter, 5 quick ones out of the gate, but they've got to carry on here and make good decisions on offense.
74-70 was the final over West Forsyth today for West Charlotte Lions. And here's the drive, and that is a pretty shot on the run. Wow, Colin Lamb, 9 points for Lamb.
That's the second runner he's had where he's just floated and made it look easy.
Schumacher, here come the Bucks now. They're going to have Montana Davis bring it into the front court. Keeps the bounce going. Lamb, well, he's going to step into another one there for a second. 6-point edge, Bucks over the Vikes. Pull up. Schumacher gets the offensive carom.
The spacing here for Laney, look how far out their guys are. There are driving lanes to create.
Well, that was a nice drive except the finish. Davis off the front of the rim. Three ball up, short. Hoggard 1 of 6 shooting three-pointers. They'll get the ball back here. They are down 6. Seward feeds it on a jump pass McGrath flicks it back to Seward. He'll take the baseline. Collision there, no call. And it'll stay on this end.
The Hell defense coming over by Colin Lamb on the baseline to close it off. Looked like that gate was going to be open for Seward to get through. That backside help defense is so important. That's what makes Laney's defense excellent, is that connectivity they play with.
Offensive rebound for Hoggard. And the foul on Schumacher. First personal for Logan Schumacher. Brother Leon on the team. Clean three and unable to convert McGrath. That might be the best look he's gotten tonight.
And you'll live with that. You want one of your top scorers to get good looks, and eventually those will fall.
Tough drive and got the bump, then turned it over. Seward, nice catch and finish.
He gets rewarded for running the floor and hustling down. And now you look up, and Hoggard cutting into this lead, only down by 4.
And outscored 7-2 here. Schumacher takes the three, no. And then Seward got hit by Davis. That's his second. Kula O'Connor in the game, 23 for Hoggard. Vikings trying to make it to the state finals for the first time since 1970. Laney made it last in 99. So a little bit of Port City history will be made here tonight.
A little history lesson there.
Yeah, New Hanover's had such a great run making it to state finals, winning championships. This will be a lay-in. McGrath takes it all the way. He's got 7 here in the quarter.
And now 7 turnovers for Laney. The defense for Hoggard turning up the pressure.
Hoggard's clawed their way back into being down 2. Their fans starting to make some noise here.
I like how Hoggard stayed composed and patient. Only 2 points in the first quarter. They're down by 9. Really taking off here in the second quarter, but didn't show weakness, didn't show any nerves being down by that much early on in the game.
McGrath on the reach-in, and that's 2 on him. So a little bit of a decision time now for Coach Queen, and he's going to stay right now with McGrath. In fact, he pointed to his head and told him to think, and he should be able to play, I would imagine, as much ball as McGrath has played without committing a silly foul here. We'll see. Drive, Lamb left it short. Collected by Batchelor. Murphy back out there. Murphy with the ball. And now Morgan. Murphy on the drive. No look pass. Nicely done. And Batchelor, who averages 2, gets the bucket.
That was a great possession. Hoggard staying patient, moving the ball around, not taking bad shots, waiting for a great shot.
And that's going to be a travel on Anderson. We're tied at 13. Laney outscored Hoggard 11-2 in the first. It's been 11-2 the other way here so far in the second quarter. And that's going to be a foul on the Bucks.
Too many turnovers here in the second quarter for Laney. Their defense has still been good. It's just Hoggard starting to make shots and find some breaks, getting into a little bit of rhythm and getting to the line.
Hoggard 1 of 8 to start the game, 0 for their first 7. They have since made, after that 0 for 7 start, 6 of 11. Six of 10 in this quarter. Hocklear got the first to go down. Good drive, swatted away. Schumacher will reverse it. Lamb, here comes the double. Inside of a minute we go. Davis. Lamb made the adjustment. Schumacher, catch and shoot, no. Pinballed around in the paint. Held ball. And we're going to stay on this end.
Yeah, good hustle. Both teams getting down the floor to scrap for that one. Laney regains it here. Wouldn't be surprised if they try to hold for the last shot right under 40 seconds.
Schumacher came up short. And he is 0 for 3 from the field.
Now on the other side here, Hoggard looking like they're going fast here. Under 25 seconds left.
Got the 1-point lead. Been outscored by 10. Seward.
That hold here.
Down to 11. Oh, nice fake, and got that to go. Somehow did Locklear.
Perfect.
There's a
fake.
steal. Oh, and it would have counted had it gone. The Vikings reverse course here in the second. And it is 16-13. Hoggard trying to join the girls team in the 8A championship round. We're hitting a break. Stay tuned. We'll have halftime for you on the NFHS network. All right, Sonny, we start the second half here. Fourth meeting of the year between the Vikings and the Bucks. What do you expect out of the second half?
Well, I'll tell you what. One quarter was Laney's. First quarter, they dominated. Then the second quarter was Hoggard. And you look at the stats, pretty similar with the turnovers, 8 and 7, rebounding close, shooting both teams in the mid-30s. Who's going to impose their will here in the second half? I think it's very important for Hoggard to come out here and to regain the momentum they had on the other side. Laney's defense, a couple lapses there in that second quarter. Too many turnovers allowing Hoggard to get into rhythm, but it's going to be important for both teams here the first couple minutes to get out to a good start.
Starters for both of these teams are coming out there. Hunter McGrath with 7 points. His dad, CB, was longtime assistant at Carolina. For a few years, the head coach at UNCW. Ahead of Kevin Keats in the great run that Keats went on there. McGrath gets it sent back. And it's going to be dug up by Laney there. Here come the Buccaneers now. They're down 3 points, and they turn it over on their opening possession.
Laney plays with such good spacing. That's what really stood out to me was how they spread the floor. They took advantage of opportunities. They're just not able to finish. And Hoggard here coming out. I think it's going to be important for Seward to get going, as well as McGrath, who had a good second quarter.
It's a good drive. Man, what a finish there by Seward.
That's a tough finish. The defense was right there. Seward now 8 points, and that's a nice mid-range game that he has. He can score from all 3 levels.
4 of 7 from the floor. We go inside of 7 minutes here in the third quarter. Check that. Anderson just 2 points, averaging 15 and a half. They really kind of need to get him going.
Yeah, he's got to start and create a spark here scoring the ball. Good defense.
Leaner, no. Batted around, taken out of the air by Davis. And that's going to be Seward committing the foul. That's going to be his first.
Kareem Anderson leading the break. Felt Seward there in the middle, kind of drove right at him to create an angle to dish the ball off to Colin Lamb, who is sprinting up the floor.
Colin Lamb, no free throws for him tonight. .68% this season at the line. 60% is this Buccaneers team as a group. .11 for Lamb, and he's in double figures. He's got 11 of the 15 for Laney.
He's been their main scorer. Nice take.
And Seward comes in and lays it down.
Beautiful pass and the cut going back door.
Bucks won 2 of the 3 regular season or previous meetings of the season. One of the conference tournament and picked up a win in the regular season. Schumacher gets fouled. Murphy's first. Bucks won by 6 earlier in the season. Couple cracks at it, no good. Hoggard the 10-point win, 73-63 on Laney's home floor. That's going to be a foul. That will be waved off.
It's an excellent pass from Porter Morgan.
And Sonny, in the conference tournament, it was 50-46 Bucks over Hoggard. Anderson in that game, to contrast what he's done tonight, had 24. 8 points for Hunter McGrath.
Yeah, you just kind of get the feeling, the game plan to slow him down, trying to force the ball out of his hands, somebody else to beat you. They've been closing off the driving lanes. That's what he's so good at, is using that first step, the quickness to get rolling.
Davis in trouble. And that's a good drive and finish there from Whit Lamb.
That is a hard shot. Whit Lamb changing hands, finishing with his left on the baseline.
So Porter Morgan is going to head to the stripe. Schumacher's second.
This was a Hoggard first quarter that resulted in 2 points. So they've made the adjustments, figured things out, and gotten more comfortable. But just a surprising start to how they've really looked second quarter on.
They've had a lot more purpose and snap with what they're doing on the offensive end since that first.
It just looks like they settled in.
So now it's up to the Bucks to try to make them a little uncomfortable, and I got to get it going too on this end. Just 17 points here as we're approaching the midway point of the third. And it's going to be turned over, the 9th miscue tonight for Wilmington Laney.
That's been the difference, is the turnovers for Laney. 11 points the first quarter. Since that point, only 6 points here the rest. Second quarter on.
Durant almost threw it away. McGrath chases it down. Seward.
Good defense.
Doubled. They reverse it, the extra pass. Seward, the rebound on the weak side, couldn't get it to go. Schumacher clears it out to Brown. Davis lost the handle, regained it. And the arrow keeps it with the Buccaneers.
Not enough ball movement for the Bucks. The defense is able to collapse down.
Jumper, Anderson. Outing for him, 1 out of 5 now. McGrath directing traffic out there. Misfired on the pull-up. And we're going to go the other way.
Overall, the defenses, even though Hoggard's offense has gotten more comfortable, the defenses have really been the strong points for both teams in this game. I mean, it has not been easy for each offense shooting the ball, especially in their half-court sets.
It's been a really tough couple of quarters now for the Bucks. They just need some kind of spark.
Yeah, they need somebody to step up, knock something down, get a big defensive stand. They need something to get going.
And that's going to be a foul. McGrath to the deck. And that's going to be Emory Brown. It's almost in a way like they have nowhere to go right now. And it's just been sort of a subtle adjustment made by Hoggard because Laney got off to such a great start. Graff chases it down into the backcourt. Nice drop down, but a whistle on the drive. Kareem Anderson's first. He'll make it his second.
And there was a back cut to get the ball down there to the low block. And Hoggard here putting the ball more in McGrath's hand and letting him kind of facilitate this offense with the ball movement.
Bodies fly. Seward got the lane and drove it in.
Well, great job from Seward recognizing he had a path and using the fake to get off his shot.
Seward with 10 points on his 5th field goal in 9 attempts. Got to go back to 1970, the last time the Vikings qualified for the state finals. Oh, nice block from behind. Seward with the rejection. Going to be his third block of the night.
He got all ball, but also there's no contact to get that foul called.
Schumacher deflected it away. And then a drive and a foul. And a lot of frustration seems to be sitting in right now for the Bucks as Montana Davis gets hit with his third. It's a 9-point game.
And for Hoggard, Patrick, second quarter on, this has been a 24-6 run. So they've been able to stretch out the lead coming out of the halftime break, really pick up where they left off after the second quarter.
Porter Morgan stretches it to a 10-point edge as he heads to get a breather. Field goal good, Murphy's first bucket. Inside of a minute we go. 3 straight away, no good from Durand. And then that's going to be a bump. Locklear. Third foul on the Vikings. Buccaneers with just 8 points since the first quarter.
Kareem Anderson, Colin Lamb, the two leading scorers for Laney. They've got to recognize, hey, we've got to be aggressive, we've got to be assertive and try to take over this game. When your offense is stagnant, your best scorers have to look for moments.
Lay in on the other end. Morgan running the floor. 10-point game again. Lamb got it inside, and it was Brown for his first field goal.
Perfect pass. They needed that bucket.
5 seconds to go. It's up and a foul with 1/10 of a second. Durand able to manufacture that somehow. It's going to be the third on Whit Lamb. Laney hit 5 of 12 in the first quarter from the field. They are 3 of 16 cents. As for Hoggard, 1 of 8 to start the game, but 10 of 22 since that point.
Yeah, Laney's only got to the free throw line twice, and that's something that's got to change, I believe, here in the fourth quarter. They've got to get something, the clock stopped, some easy looks at getting points.
30 to 21, and we'll see what the fourth quarter will look like. We'll step aside from Minges Coliseum. Class 8A Boys State Championship Eastern Regional Final on the NFHS Network. You can relive the incredible moments from today's matchup on demand at NFHSnetwork.com. A digital copy is also available for purchase. Just click the digital copy button under the event video player to download today's broadcast directly to your device. Patrick Johnson, Jay Sonny Sunholder. Things are getting a little chippy out here between these two, aren't they?
They're picking up. Oh, there's a little push there. This fourth quarter is going to be everything.
The Bucks have anything left? Seward fouled! The hoop and some harm.
Well, perfect way to start out the fourth quarter for Hoggard. Stretch out the lead with the and one. And for Laney, you're down by 11 with a free throw pending here, but you've got to flip things around here and get it going to start off this fourth quarter, because not only do you have to fight this deficit, but also Hoggard's going to start holding the ball here once we get to about the 4 3-minute mark, so you've got to cut to the lead right now.
Seward, another rejection. He's got it done on both ends tonight. Seward with 10 points in the game. And that is a lay-in for Durand.
Well, contact there, Durand wanting a call, but quick, crisp passing from Hoggard is resulting in buckets.
Points, 5 rebounds for Seward, 5 steals, 4 blocks tonight for the senior. And then a foul going to be whistled on Durand. Seward. I have a feeling if that went, that might have.
Yeah, kick-started it.
Yeah.
They need one of those to fall. And now here's a different defensive zone pressure they're using.
That's going to be a foul on Hoggard. And that will go on Porter Morgan, his second person.
You just get the feel if Laney wants to come back or have a chance, you can't waste any more possessions. The Tide's got to turn now.
Really good defense on Anderson. And that's a big bucket for Colin Lamb, and even more importantly, a big bucket for Laney.
I think you get that bucket, good use from B.J. Donnell with the timeout. You bring your team over, kind of set the stage, figure out how you want to press Hoggard to try to create another turnover.
Today's game is also available to all subscribers with the NFHS network. With the mobile app for Apple and Android devices, download the App Store or Google Play today, or download it from the App Store and Google Play today. Start watching live and on-demand games wherever you are. Getting a little late, Sonny. This is like the middle of the night for me, as you know.
You're an early riser
Not
in the
as
morning.
early today as normal, but it's still pretty early, yeah.
Well, I'm more of a night owl.
That you are. Usually get up at the crack of 11, so.
Not accurate. A little bit earlier than that.
So you've seen these two teams here tonight. Vikings have been able to control things. Obviously, they know the Bucks very well. Whether it's a Laney comeback with a lot of great momentum or the Vikings are able to hang on, what are they going to face in West Charlotte?
Well, Coleman, one of the best sophomores in the country, has got offers rolling in, NC State, Carolina, after him. So you've got a star player waiting for you in West Charlotte. And, you know, those teams out on the West, when you don't face them, you don't see them. It's going to be a lot of film study trying to get ready for that game. But they've got a star player that can take over. So whoever wins this game, if Hoggard holds on, you know, they'll have plenty of time to get ready, rest, but they're going to be going against really good competition. But if they win this, they'll be proud of finishing off the eastern side of the bracket, beating their rival, and getting to Wake Forest.
Joel Coliseum is where they will play. That's a good drive by Seward. Colin Lamb his first personal. And Seward strips the net. Seward's first free throw tonight, Sonny.
Yeah, he's a guy that usually gets to the line a lot. But the defense has forced him more to the perimeter, but he's starting to make big contributions on offense and on defense.
79 per 68%, and he has taken it and given himself a 15-point night here tonight. We go inside of 6 minutes. All the ball rolled off for Laney. It's been that kind of game since the first quarter for the Bucks. And that is McGrath. Now they're going to wave it off.
That was a strong drive from McGrath. He really turned on the jets to go into the body to get that foul called.
Turned over. Off balance and in. Whit Lamb.
Laney's hanging in. Just hovering around that 12-point marker, but they've got to do something to change the course here because Hoggard's had a response coming right back here and getting the foul called with McGrath going to the line. You can't trade things back and forth in order to come back. You've got to hit threes. You've got to get stops. Create turnovers.
McGrath at 72%. He's in double digits with 10. McGrath 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Free throw shooting big in this as well. That is 10 out of 13 now for Hoggard. Just 2 attempts the whole night for Laney, and then a turnover. They're 11th. And it's a layup drill on the other end. Locklear's got 5. Another turn for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, here comes Laney just trying to create pressure to sell out for a turnover.
Rebound taken by Murphy. On the other end, the score from Colin Lamb, 15. It's going to be a timeout and a 14-point game here with 4:22 to go. High school fans, never miss another game. Subscribers to the NFHS Network to watch, or subscribe to the NFHS Network to watch live and on-demand event coverage, game replays and highlights from high school sports nationwide. Millions of athletes, thousands of games in one destination. That is the NFHSnetwork.com, your home for high school sports. West Charlotte stopping the top seed in the West, West Forsyth's undefeated run earlier today. And it is back to the state final at the Schufert Arena. 74-70 the final. 3 buzzer beaters during that game, including a 3-quarter court swish to end the first from Coleman. Coleman took over. That game went overtime, and he made a pull-up 3, had a couple of dunks. I mean, that's just an illustration of just the caliber of player he is and how he can just take over a game, as you said earlier.
But when you've got a star player like that, they can change the course of a game just by momentum, by the way they can create for themselves. And that's going to be the challenge for the winner of this game. For Hoggard, just looks like this is going to be keep away time.
Well, and anything they're going to get, it's probably going to be a layup or a turnover. Porter Morgan commits the foul. Fourth foul on the Vikings, so it'll be free throws from here on out on both sides, and then Schumacher lost the handle. This is where the Vikings are most dangerous, although they had to travel there.
I think they're, with the turnover, you're still sitting at 14 down, 3.5 minutes left. You got to go, but I think also, too, they're going for twos. You got to hit threes at this point.
McGrath lay in on the other end.
And you're not going to come back if Hoggard continues to score and get easy looks. And it's just been too easy for the Vikes after that second quarter. They've been able to create easier shots. Look much more confident shooting the ball on offense and getting to the hole.
Two shots upcoming here. Tough night for Kareem Anderson. He's had such a fantastic year. That's only his third point. But he has been sensational this season.
He's only a junior, so he'll be back next year. But he's been the catalyst of their offense, scoring, also dishing for his teammates, and just using his skills to create and start their offense.
Hoggard takes their first time out of the game at the 3:14 mark. Anderson had such a big game in the conference tournament matchup. And he was 9 of 11 at the line that game. Anderson also had 15 and 10, so he's been in double figures all three times in their three meetings this season.
A big reason why they've had so many big wins this year. It's just been uncharacteristic game for the Bucks, and this series both teams have won games, but it looks like this final one for this season is going to go to Hoggard.
15-point game with 3:14 to go. If you're Hoggard, what is the game plan here to drain this clock?
Don't turn the ball over, hit free throws. That's your game plan. You're going to win. There's not enough possessions left if you take care of the ball and take advantage of your free throw opportunities. If you miss free throws, turn the ball over, you'll leave the door open for Laney to have some hope.
Well, don't want to go crazy and get too premature here, but our player of the game for Academy Sports, Will Seward, fantastic outing for him tonight as he really got it going. Seward with 16 points, 7 rebounds, 4 blocks, 6 steals tonight.
He's been all over the court and doing it really in a multitude of ways, how he can impact a game. He's got really good height where he can use his length on defense too to alter his opponent's shot. It's been a fun matchup with him and Lamb going against each other.
And that's another block for Seward. Rejection number 5. Inside of 3 minutes. Murphy gets it back. Bounces it over. Duran quickly, and now Seward in the corner. They're flashing somebody to the middle, and that creates an outlet. And as you say, it's just a simple game of keep away. It's really well executed, isn't it?
It is, and they protected the ball in these moments where they're feeling the pressure, and the defense is really contesting every pass. They're moving without the ball, making strong cuts, and using pass fakes to get guys open.
Dangerous pass along the sideline. Thought Durand was going to actually unload it into the backcourt where they had Murphy leak out, but Seward, now McGrath, touch pass to Murphy. McGrath going to dribble it out with 2 minutes to go, and it's poked away by the Bucks.
And I know this is frustrating for Laney, being down, just trying to fight just to get the ball back, but they're playing hard, and you have to admire just their effort in a game that's just not going their way.
Seward with the slam, and that will do it. Good night. 19 for Will Seward. Schumacher on the other end. McGrath to Seward, and McGrath gets it back. And a foul, and the frustration for Colin Lamb, who got off to such a fast start in the game. Free throw here for Murphy. 14 of 17 at the line. I'll make it 15 out of 18.
Hoggard doing everything right here in the fourth quarter. And Patrick, that first quarter was not good for the Vikings, but they stayed with it, and boy, they really changed things around the final three quarters, just taking off.
46 points since then.
46-20 run. So this is really a tale of two games after that. First quarter was all Laney. The rest has been Hoggard's way.
Seward blocked it. Jumper as it came out to Davis is off. Seward had a notion of maybe trying to jam it. Fouled by Anderson, that's his fourth. And Seward has a chance to sew this up. 5 of 5 at the line. He's got 19 points. Godier in for Durand, who gets a nice hand, the junior, from his teammates. And Seward. 20 points tonight for Will Seward, who will go to the bench, and he'll get a nice hand from the Viking faithful. Seward, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 6 blocks, 6 steals tonight.
Has been very effective in so many ways, and will be playing for a state championship next week at Wake Forest.
Lamb in his final high school game is going to tally 17. And you can't fault Lamb tonight, more than half the team's points. And he's going to foul here to send McGrath to the line. Then he's going to empty their bench. Elijah Graff, Liam Schumacher. Kate Harris is out there. And we've talked about Seward McGrath's had a nice night tonight as well. 15 for the junior.
A strong comeback for Hoggard. Going against their rival. I know this is a game that's meant so much to the Wilmington community, and this one will go the way of the Vikings, but both teams have had big years and great seasons.
And that'll do it. The Vikings with an 18-point win. And in the fourth meeting, the one that sends the Vikings to the state championship goes their way. The beach battle tonight from the two teams of the Port City will go the way of Hoggard as they were outstanding after the first quarter.
And for Hoggard, West Charlotte awaits at Wake Forest, so that'll be a big matchup, an opportunity to rest, recover from this playoff run, long season, get ready, watch film, and go for the state championship. And Laney getting great cheers over from their fan base for their season, what they were able to accomplish, and making it all the way to the regional final here at Minges. But this is Hoggard's night, and they're over there celebrating with their fans.